week long?
No, let me interject here. Originally, when we opened in Boston, it was a huge party scene, and three secretaries got up on a desk and sang the song.
And it was early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I danced with Alan Johnson and Graziella Danielle and so many choreographers, and we always had 10 stars. There were, the girls all worked on Broadway. I think we had 22 girls, 12 guys, and 12 children. And later in years, I became Graziella's assistant Milliken choreographer.
And Nancy, did you do both of Michael's shows, or who did you do them for?
I did Coco, and I did Seesaw.
Oh, no kidding, you did Seesaw?
And I did, oh, you're talking still of the Milliken?
Yeah, but Milliken too.
Well, the Milliken show was the very first show that I met Michael, and he hired me, and that was really a good gig because I had 12 years of it. It was a very wonderful show, and it was all worked around, rehearsal was worked around people that were in a Broadway show. We rehearsed for 4 weeks, and we did the show for 2.5 weeks. And yeah, the bonus was really good.
It was a breakfast show at the Waldorf Astoria for the Milliken clothing
Fabrics, yeah.
All the buyers from all over the country came to see it. And the Waldorf would be, the main ballroom of the Waldorf Astoria would be packed.
And not only did you get a bonus, but you got to keep your clothes. So it, and
I don't know if that was a bonus. Yeah. A lot of wash and wear.
but they had food constantly. Yeah, the bonus was better. Constantly there was food for us.
Rehearsals were so much fun because it was like one big coffee clutch. All you did was gossip all day long. You know, you worked hard, but it was fun.
And I can remember being standing on the street corner. There were 3 of us meeting in the same street corner at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to vocalize. And we had done a show the night before. We were exhausted, but it started so early in the morning. Oh my God!
And they would send us to the matinees in a limousine.
Yes.
And
yes.
with our little Mr. Kingsley with our little brown bag, arriving at the theater in a limousine.
Regarding Michael, I don't know if you have this information, Harv, that, you know, when we did the Milliken show, Michael only did it 2 years, but the first year we came in and we did it as they always had done it, as a book musical, a la The Pajama Game, and in that fashion. And then the second year, Michael went, oh, well, that's baloney. Let's just change it to Vegas and do it all that way. And the next year we had runways out into the auditorium,
And that's the one
birds.
I did that one, yeah.
Yeah, you did that one. Yeah. And Michael changed the whole shape and form of that show.
You have to understand, at 8 o'clock in the morning, all these buyers are sitting there eating their breakfast, and that show started with, and 24 girls hit the stage. Long legs, arms back. They were like, whoa, they thought they had died and gone to heaven.
I think I just stayed up all night.
What was unbelievable about the show, we had, how many costume changes did we have? There were like 20 costume changes, each and every one of us. The show was only an hour and 10 minutes.
And who did you do them for besides Michael?
Alan Johnson.
Peter?
No, I was pregnant when Peter did that.
Oh, okay.
Danny Daniels.
Danny Daniels.
Yeah.
Graziella
And
Danielle.
every star on Broadway wanted to do them. Gwen Verdon did them, Ann Miller did them.
Ginger Rogers, yeah.
Oh, God.
Sid
Donald
Charisse.
O'Connor. Cheetah, yes.
Cheetah did them. Okay, now we come to Coco. How many Coco girls? Okay. Did you
24, probably.
There were 24.
We were 24.
Did you feel like you were the stars of all time, being a dancer and a model at the same time? I mean, the beauty of you all was staggering. Was it a prestigious job?
Mm-hmm. Well, we thought it was going to be brilliant, you know, because a lot of us had done that Milliken show, at the 1969 Milliken show. I just have to go back and talk about that for a minute. I mean, you felt so feminine and so beautiful I mean, Michael had a way of just knowing how to make you feel like that. So, and especially that choreography. I mean, I can still remember that choreography, okay? That was 1969.
This is Milliken.
Milliken,
Yeah.
yes. And I do remember that, boom, 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 and then these leaps that we would do out, and then looking like Las Vegas showgirls. I mean, it was so exciting. I mean, he was amazing. And the work that the two of you did together on that show was just, I mean...
It was a very difficult show to do, very
Wow.
difficult.
Too fast?
Too fast?
I mean, too much to do. In
No, it was
short-
brilliant. I mean, to do production numbers built around Coco Chanel's invention of pants for women
Oh.
and costume jewelry. Oh, Milliken you're talking about. Sorry, I was talking about Coco.
No, we can go to Coco. We can go to Coco. But we thought we were gonna be dancing a lot, like Milliken, you know? And then we didn't. We just walked. And I mean, I remember
It was
that-
great walking. It was beautiful walking.
It's difficult walking.
It was
And
hard.
it was hard, yes, it was. And everything was on a count, and I do remember Michael at one point, like, stepping forward and going, Jerry, where are you? Like, he needed help. Because each girl had her own pattern of where she was going, and there were 24 of us. And he loved that.
And I swung it.
I would like to
was
ask
hard.
you, Bob. You guys were so incredible logistics-wise, having somebody come out from there on one count and there on another one and there on another one, and never pull focus. You always knew where the focus was. How did you guys sit with paper and pen, especially Folly's beginning and Coco, and then that chorus line thing? I don't know how you did.
No, you know in your head what you want to accomplish. And, you know, and you have to always keep in mind the story you're telling. You know, like here again, going back to what I was saying before, that, you know, you think, all right, now how do I show a number showing Chanel's inventions, the little black dress, costume jewelry, pants for women. And that gets you going. And that's when you go, well, this has got to happen here, and that's got to happen there. And then go to the next section. You know, so between that and Andre Previn, you know, working with him, and whatever, you know, it built itself. I was very proud of those numbers. I thought they were unbelievable.
I thought they were beautiful.
But,
They
you
were
know,
breathtaking.
the audience didn't really understand that. And we, unfortunately, were burdened in a way with Katharine Hepburn because she couldn't do anything, you know. She couldn't sing, she couldn't dance. She wanted to direct the show. And, but she was great to the company. Everybody loved her.
She was.
But, you know, when you have a leading lady in a gigantic musical, you got to do something, you know.
On that stage.
Well, they were just the girls were just remarkable. Now you have something to show
And
here.
underneath the glorious Cecil Beaton costumes, we were all in this. That's my little chemise from Coco.
And is that a Cecil Beaton design?
I don't know. I have no idea, but that's what we were all wearing underneath. So, and we were in these a lot in the scenes and
dressing
the
rooms.
modeling salon and everything. We were in these. So.
And real Chanel shoes.
And yeah.
Okay.
Real Chanel
Fess
shoes.
up. Do you ever put it on?
No. Well, what time is it?
Now, Bob, we understand. You went to the House of Chanel and researched, right?
Yeah, I went with Michael. We went to Paris, and he wanted to meet Chanel. And of course, you know, he totally seduced her with his looks and his behavior. He spent about 10 days, 2 weeks with her, watching her finish the collection. And which then we put into the show at the end of the first act. But I was there a couple of days with him and Coco Chanel, and it was amazing, you know, just watching this petite little woman with the cigarette hanging out of her mouth, and those models coming over to her, and she'd just do that little tuck and that little tuck and pull it down like that. It was absolute magic, and you know, you thought you were sitting in royalty, and
Of
you were so
course.
thrilled.